Ancient humans ate up to 150 different foods every single week. Most modern people eat fewer than 20. And the moment that changed is the moment everything went wrong. This is not a diet video. This is about what the human body was actually built to eat, and what happened to us when we stopped eating that way. And the last thing on this list, what happened to the human body the moment farming started, is the one that will change how you think about every meal you eat. Stay with me. Let's start with what they actually ate, because it is nothing like what most people picture. Hunter-gatherers ate a combination of meat, fish, organs, eggs, insects, roots, tubers, fruits, berries, nuts, seeds, leaves, and bark. Not one or two of those. All of them. Regularly. Seasonally. Whatever was available. Studies of modern hunter-gatherer groups, the closest living parallel to ancient humans, show an average of between 100 and 150 distinct plant species consumed per group per year. For comparison, the average modern diet includes fewer than 20 unique foods eaten regularly. This diversity was not a luxury. It was the default. Ancient humans did not choose between 150 plants. They simply ate what the environment provided. Variety was built into their lives before it was even a concept. That is just what they found lying around. How they hunted and what they did with food after is where it gets genuinely surprising. Keep watching. The plant knowledge ancient humans carried was extraordinary. They knew which plants were edible, which were medicinal, which were toxic, and which became edible only after specific preparation. Some roots and tubers require roasting to remove toxins. Some berries must be combined with other plants to be safe. Ancient humans figured all of this out over thousands of years of careful observation and passed the knowledge down. They were the original nutritionists. They also ate insects regularly. Grubs, larvae, termites, crickets, beetles. High protein, high fat, easy to find. Not a fallback, a staple. Now, how do they actually hunt? Because the image most people have is wrong. The dominant hunting method for most of human prehistory was persistence hunting, chasing an animal at a slow jog for hours, sometimes an entire day, until it collapsed from heat exhaustion. Ancient humans were not faster than their prey. They were endurance machines. They simply refused to stop. This works because humans are the best long-distance runners on the planet. We sweat. Most animals pant to cool down, which means they have to stop to breathe. Humans can run and cool down at the same time. That is our evolutionary superpower. They also hunted cooperatively. Groups of 5 to 10 people working together, communicating, splitting up, cutting off escape routes. Ancient humans invented team strategy before they invented writing. Here is the one that surprises people every time. Ancient humans fermented food on purpose 100,000 years ago. Archaeological evidence shows deliberate food fermentation, fruit, honey, starchy plants, at sites dated to at least 100,000 years ago in Africa. Not accidental, deliberate. Ancient humans understood that letting food sit and change made it safer, more nutritious, and last longer. This was biotechnology, just without the lab. We are halfway through. In the next section, what farming actually did to the human body is the one that changes everything. Stay with me. Food was not just fuel. For ancient humans, it was social. Every group had strict rules about how food was shared. Who got what? Who ate first? What happened to the best cuts of a hunt? In many hunter-gatherer groups, the hunter who made the kill was the last one to receive food from it. Keeping the best for yourself was considered shameful. Generosity with food was the primary social currency. Food was also ritualized. Certain animals were only eaten in specific seasons. Certain plants only harvested after specific actions. Food and meaning were inseparable. Every meal was connected to something larger. And then, around 10,000 years ago, something changed. Humans started farming, and it looked like progress. It was not entirely progress. The agricultural revolution made food more predictable, but also made food less diverse. Farming groups collapsed their diet down to 2 or 3 staple crops: wheat, rice, corn, depending on region. From 150 foods to 3. And the human body paid for that immediately. This next section is the reason I made this video. what farming did to the human skeleton, and what it means for what you eat today. Archaeological evidence is clear on this. When populations transitioned from hunting and gathering to farming, average human height dropped, bone density dropped, tooth decay appeared, nutritional deficiency diseases appeared. The skeletons of early farmers are measurably smaller and sicker than the hunter-gatherers who came before them. This was not because farming was bad. It was because dietary diversity collapsed. The hunter-gatherer body was getting vitamins, minerals, fiber, and proteins from hundreds of different sources. The early farmer was getting carbohydrates from 3 crops and almost nothing else. The body noticed immediately. Average human height did not recover to pre-agricultural levels until the 20th century. It took 10,000 years to get back to where we started. Let that land. There are ancient foods that simply do not exist anymore. Not because they were forgotten, but because farming replaced them so completely that the plants themselves disappeared. The ancient wild banana was almost entirely seed. The modern banana is a cultivated mutation. The ancient avocado was smaller and oilier. The ancient tomato was the size of a pea. Almost every fruit and vegetable you eat today is a domesticated version of something ancient humans would barely recognize. Last section. This is the part that connects all of this back to you and what you eat today. Stay for this one. Every modern diet trend, paleo, Mediterranean, whole foods, plant diversity, is essentially trying to reconstruct what ancient humans ate by default, without knowing that is what they are doing. The gut microbiome, the bacteria that run your digestion, immunity, and even your mood, thrives on dietary diversity. Ancient humans fed at 150 different inputs a week. Most modern people feed at the same 10 to 15 things over and over. The microbiome narrows, and when the microbiome narrows, everything narrows with it. Ancient humans did not count calories. They did not track macros. They did not debate whether carbs were good or bad. They simply ate everything the world around them offered, in season, in variety, in community. And their bodies ran exactly the way human bodies are supposed to run. The human body was built for variety. It was designed by 50,000 years of eating everything. And when you eat the same 10 things on rotation, your body is running on a system that was never designed for that. It was designed for 150. If this made you look at your plate differently, share it. Someone you know is eating the same 10 things every week and wondering why they feel the way they do. Subscribe, because the next video covers what ancient humans feared the most. And the answer is not what you think. What did ancient humans fear the most? Not predators, not starvation, something else entirely. See you there.